These are the 10 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rolling 10 times. And, oh, I guess you probably should need to see the names. That's my bad. Three, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So here's the numbers. So Greg's 1, Eric's 2, Eduardo 3, Greg 4, Eduardo 5, Eric 6, Eric 7, Dan 8, Eduardo 9, Dan 10. 10 being 0, obviously. So grab these. And then here are the teams. So it's Bournemouth, Arsenal Legends, Burnley, Leeds, Sunderland, Wolves. I'll have this off to the side so we can, I'll let you know. And I'll do my best. Probably not every base or insert I'm going to be able to call out and let you know, but for sure all the hits, numbered cards, and stuff like that, I will. And then here are all the other teams. Several new people in here today. So Chris is in here, newer guy. Nolan, new. Adam's new. Welcome. Appreciate you guys jumping in. I'll leave that there for a second, let you see. And then, like always, I'll have it to right off the side, and I'll let you know if it hits hard. So with that being said, I need to run the auto bounty, and then we can go for it. Let me, all right, everybody got that? I'm gonna move it over here for a second. If again, if you're new, we do an auto bounty for each break. Randomize all the teams. The top team is the team for the bounty. If that team hits an autograph, whoever has that spot gets $10 break credit. So you get to keep the autograph, obviously, and you just get $10 free break credit. So just a fun little added thing I do. Oops. All right, so here's the auto bounty real fast. Just randomize one time, whatever team hits the top, whatever spot hits the top. All right, Man U Legends auto bounty for the day. Throw this up here for the reference for everybody. And with that, we're good to go. Let me get this case opened up and we'll just get at it. We had a decent case one, but I definitely think that there was room to go up. So I'm excited to see what we get today. All right. So many formalities here. We got the filler spot is Bournemouth, Arsenal Legends, Burnley, Leeds, Sunderland, and Wolves. You have 3, 5, 9. Yep, you got that there already. All right, last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to throw this next case up and make it good to go. This will be case number 3. So keep in mind, just as a reference, I've reduced the prices on a lot of these spots. So kind of just want to do it as I like to make the last one a little bit cheaper, just kind of as a thank you, close out a product. With that being said, I don't have a ton of room on these, so they're all pretty much at prices they've sold for, even with offers on the past ones, some even cheaper. So just be mindful of that, I guess, as you look through them. Let me notify everybody on this one and then move this one to stage. All right, there you go. So the last case is up. Bournemouth, Burnley, Leeds, Wolves, Arsenal Legends, and Sunderland. Someday I'll have a really cool I'll have a really cool setup where you can have like multiple screens on one screen and you can see all this stuff. But until now, this is the beginner setup. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. And also, I'm going to try to figure out how to keep the camera from switching lenses every 5 seconds. One day I'll become a real streamer, I promise. Uh-oh, did Mitch beat you to that stuff? All right, here we go. Box number 1. Mo Salah on the refractor for the first non-hit of the day, non-base of the day. I've seen a lot of this already, so I'm not going to go super slow through some of this stuff. But Welbeck on the stoppage time heartbreakers. I was sorted. Heskey, Julio. It's looking more and more likely that Holland's going to win the Golden Boot. So he's going to most likely be the buyback card. Clivert, Prism. You guys haven't looked into the buyback program, take a look at it. It's I'll show you the QR code here on the next pack, on the next box, but you get store credit for base cards of whoever it is that wins the Golden Boot. Like I said, it's most likely going to be Holland. Cal's from the Prism. Dan's got it. So that's, I think I'd have to look again. I think base cards are like $20 credit. And then it goes up from there depending on rarity. First number, holy cow, look at that. 710, Erling Holland. That doesn't qualify for the buyback program, but what a card. First box, hitting it strong. There you go, Greg. It's a good way to start. I don't know if Greg's in here. He might be on Instagram. I'm not sure. 7 of 10. That's his job, Erling Holland. It's a good sign if that's the way it's going to go the whole night. And then Galazo with I know Greg normally watches on Instagram, so I'm not sure if he's here or not. Dan Byrne, that's his job, center back. Streets won't forget. Kaka. Tottenham. Here's the refractor. No Spurs yet, but we're only on the first box. Not even through the full box yet. So Chris Wood, that's his job. The only thing we did is hit a 7 out of 10 Holland on the, that's his job. Like the second pack or something. Rodri on the live and kicking. I got to be careful with these. And if you see me miss one, because I missed one the other day, last week, these parallels for the live and kicking, it's just the inside color. So if I'm just flipping through it, last week I missed it out of 5. Marmosh, that Eduardo hit, caught it when I was sorting, able to show it to him, but they kind of blend in a little bit. Munoz factor. I don't hit any of their numbered. Yellow. 275 for Ethan Winieri for Arsenal current. That's Greg. And then Bonlahor, Streets won't forget. Kind of nice this week not being in a huge time rush. Pink, Brendan Aronson, 250. That's the Leeds spot. So that's the filler. So that's 288. So that's 8. That's Dan. So yeah, there you go. That's how it works. 88 is the last number before the slash. 8. Dan's got the 8 spot. So Dan's getting that one. Live and kicking, Chris Rigg. I like me, Brendan Aronson. Rodri. Saka, refractor, lots of refractor. Hey, there's a Spurs. Jermaine Defoe to 75 for the Tottenham spot. There you go, Nolan. Nice looking card, too. So a good box. Holland and Defoe. And Gerard on the stoppage time heartbreakers. On Ocean refractor. Gold. This is Brighton. Ruda to 50. 29 of 50. Brighton. It's Noah. No, Robbie Fowler on the Galazzo. Shashku. Wharton on the Prism. And last pack of box number 1. Narrow, Chris, and James McAtee on the refractor. All right, hey, I'm gonna do something too. There's 17 people in here, which is that's pretty good for us. So I'm gonna do a givey. Let me start a giveaway real fast. I'm gonna give away a Topps flagship blaster. Giveaways up there. I'm gonna throw it up here at the top. That can be ripped or shipped, either one. But here's the golden boot. You can scan that if you want. Check what it is. It'll give you all the list of prices that you'll get buyback credit for that golden boot program. $5 minutes on that givey for that Topps flagship blaster. All right, box number 2. Keep it going. Jones, Collymore, stoppage time. Yeah, I really think that would be. Edwards and Prism. So that's a filler. So we'll look at that real fast. That's 52. So that will go to the 2 spots. That's Eric. Just it's all the non-numbered cards. That's how that works. Card 52. So that goes to the 2 spot. Everything ships. Green to 99. Bournemouth, Clivert. That's a filler spot. That is 85. So the 5 spot, that's Eduardo. And then Andy Cole Galazzo. Hannibal on the refractor. That's his job, Leva. Future stars. I'll make sure I catch the rookies too. Gomez. Minute and a half on the givey. Only 8 entries. Up in the giveaway. Free blaster. Topps flagship. Ollie Watkins. Jordan Pickford on the Prism. Yeah, don't tell. Sorry. Yeah, there's. Sorry. And Reuter for Brighton. Noah 250. And then I'm kicking. Yeah. Balassi on the streets won't forget. Crystal Palace. Yeah, that's true. Yep. Good point. Beto on the refractor. Oh, we got a 9. All right, good luck. Who's getting the blaster? Mitch winning the blaster. Congrats. Let me know if you want that shipped sealed or you want me to rip it. We can do it after, whichever you prefer. Jared Bowen on the auto to 150 for West Ham. West Ham is Justin. Yep, no problem. I'll ship it to you sealed. Jared Bowen 150 for Justin. Nelson on the stopper's time. Refractor Brooks. Like blue. Man City, I like those colors. I like that even more. Erling Haaland to 150. That's a, yeah, I'd have to look, unless someone wants to look for me what the 150. Yeah, Haaland's doing well. That's just worth it for the buyback potential. Plazo, Harry Kane. My pile's mixed up. Hey, everybody see, I know I was talking with Eduardo about this, but everybody see that drama with that Dowman 101 lap on the free givey that the breaker kept. Pretty short-sighted move. Rear on the refractor. The thing is too, I mean, even $40,000 Harry Kane, there might have been a Harry Kane, yeah, there was a Harry Kane Galazzo. Yes. Yeah, so it's like probably a $40,000 card a day. But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, that's not that much. Yeah, he's yeah, I don't have to check this card with me, but yeah, he's definitely on there. He's got autographs. I know he's got a triple auto with Harry Kane. It's Kane's son and who's the third? There's one other on that triple auto. I think he's got duels too with just him and son. Romero, maybe? Is the third? Yeah, anyway, that guy did a free break givey, pulled the Dowman before he gave away the spot, and then kept the spot, kept the card into the stream. And, oh, yeah, I mean, he's done as a streamer. Crystal Palace, John Philip Potato to 199. He said it would change his family's life, but You'd rather have a steady income than, yeah, I don't know. Which, from what I hear, like the guy was a pretty reputable streamer. Like people liked him, and he just made a really poor decision right off. Quick poor decision. George Gomez on the Prism. Last pack number 2, box 2. No. 3 101s would, I think, be statistically impossible. Elanga on the refractor. I think your average 101 is, out of all the variants, 1 in 15 cases or something like that. Somewhere around there is how many 101s there are. It is, yeah. Yeah, Kane's full Spurs spot. I think he was just commenting on the card. You've got the Spurs spot. Yeah, Spurs wasn't broken up at all. There you go, box number 3. Yeah, no, in a perfect world, that would be the case, but there's going to be people who want that card, and money makes people have really, really short memories. Just look at backyard breaks, and that, I think, will tell you everything you need to know about people's memory on people doing sketchy things. Jimenez. Because when it comes down to it, everybody's just worried about themselves. Green auto, Nottingham Forest, Milinkovic, 21 of 99. Nottingham Forest, this break was Nate, 21.99. Nice looking auto too. Like he puts a little bit more effort into that. Yeah, somehow it definitely it probably would. The 1-of-1 auto is still out there, so I don't think his spot's going to be going down anytime soon. We didn't hit very many base autos last case, I don't remember. Maybe 2 or 3 out of the 12 were base. Watkins, that's his job, which is kind of nice. Shade King on the Prism. Yellow for Wolves. This is filler 182, 275. That's going to 2 spots. That'll be Eric. And then a Jolinton on the Alive and Kicking. Hey, Jake. Tell Sailor I said hello as well. I can imagine exactly how she says it too. Ranieri, Yakubu on the Streets Won't Forget. He's Donovan on the refractor. Anna Macheda on the Stoppage Time Heartbreakers. Prism, Matoma, Brighton. Fractor. Autry. That's his job, Collins, or Brentford. Alive and kicking. Saka, Arsenal. I did see one listed. Yeah, the McBride Dempsey dual auto. I don't remember. I remember seeing it. It was out of the 50. I remember seeing it and thinking, oh, that's more than I want to spend on it. The listed price. I don't think, someone correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think the duals go any lower than 50. So out of 50. Ethan Nwaneri for Arsenal current, 199. That was Greg. I would really like a McBride US auto. I don't think he has a USA kit auto. Ireland. Any Beckham autos yet, or Beckham autos in this product? Because yes, there are Beckham autos or redemptions. There's a Holland base and a James Garner to 150 for Everton. Beckham does have autos in this set. They are just redemptions. Not just redemptions, but Everton was Nate, 150. Yeah, that Holland is black. That's his job to 10. 7 of 10. Chris Rigg. That Beckham was a pretty late addition on the checklist for the Man U spot. That's kind of what drove up the price a lot. I mean, that Man U Legend spot is loaded, but it drove it up. Oof, 99 for West Ham. Yeah, Beckham was a pretty big get for Topps, getting them from Panini. Probably be in every product that has Man United. I'm sure you'll see something from Beckham. Again, Saka, Prism. Last pack of box 3. David Raya, refractor. All right, moving on. Box 4. I'd like to see one of the legend manager autographs, either Sir Alex or Mourinho or somebody. That'd be pretty cool. There's another Holland. That's his job. Doesn't look numbered though. Striker, that's his job, or in Holland. Yeah, the only thing with the buyback, so the inserts don't go towards the buyback program. So only base and parallel variants. Saka, Collins on the Prism. Caicedo to 299. Chelsea Kearns. That's Mitch. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I was saying. I don't remember what the levels were after the base. Someone would have to. You can check here. I don't know if anybody's phone can get that while it's going, but that has the buyback values. Golden Boot. I don't know what the website is, but I don't remember what the cutoff was. I know it's like less than 100 and greater than 100 for the buyback. Guerra on the streets won't forget. Yeah, I should. I would hope that most people hopefully know about it, but that's a good idea. Throw one of those in there just to make sure. Josh King, the refractor. You know, we did Cold Rainy Night in Chrome. Sunderland, Chris Rigg. So this is a filler spot. So this is going to be probably a letter. No, it's 4. 1-4. So that's Greg. 4 filler. Cold and Rainy Night in Chrome. It's a multi-case hit. It's a filler spot. One 4. 4 spot being Greg. It's probably not the best Cold and Rainy Night in Chrome to get, but can't complain about multi-case hits. Allison. So that's a multi-case hit. There'll still be a locked in here, which is the true case hit. One in every case. Aries on the Wolves. Blue, Enzo to 150. And then Glazo, Luis Suarez, Liverpool legend. And then this is Chelsea Currents, back to Mitch. Nice color match. So a true color match. Anga, Simis. Live and kicking, Solzak. Shade, Fractor. Man City, Reagan Heskey. This is Man City, all others. 79 and 199. Streets won't forget. Kinkazi. Man City, all others. That was Greg, too. It's also a color matchish. Foden, Jolinson, Prism. Man City Refractor, Cherokee. Another Spurs auto. We got Les Ferdinand. 199 for Spurs. Nolan again. Nice hit. That's a nice auto, too. Put his auto next to like Zlatan's or Nico Williams. Like, big contrast. Rice on the stoppage time. There's a Rio auto, or not auto. Yeah, I wish that would be nice. Rookie. Two nice Spurs Legends autos really fast. And Yeri. Risa. Fractor. Blue. Vanille. This is Burnley. That's a filler spot. It is 100. That's the 0. That's going to be Dan. And there's Matoma on the Golazo. Prism, Moani. And last pack. In the box. Bournemouth, Soler. Box 5. I hope we get a 1-on-1. Still haven't hit a 1-on-1 yet. I've had pretty good luck of saying things and then they happen, but it's literally just been that. It's luck. So, from Palm and the Prism. If I keep saying things, my streak is going to end, so I got to be careful. Here's the 92 essay. 11 of 92 for Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, that was Greg. And then Golazo, Giroud. That would be nice, but the one spot's Greg, so you wouldn't get it, Dan. Ozzy. It would be pretty funny though. 2-2. There are the green. I can't remember what they're called. Lime or something. They're out of 2. There's also the freeze fractors, which are negatives, but we would just use those as positives or whatever. Jimenez. Silva on the prism. Lacey. Tarkovsky. And that's his job for Everton. We're due for something big for United, too. We haven't hit even the legend spot. We haven't really hit. Teal. Arsenal. Is it's Arsenal current. That was Greg. 194, 199, and alive and kicking Anthony Robinson. Odegaard. Sorry, and Aaron Lennon. Streets won't forget. Igor Otto Prism, other refractor. Man, you Bruce on the stoppage time, Heartbreakers. Everton. Dibbling on the auto. Everton, that's Nate picking up a second auto. First base auto of the day, too. Nice hit. Oscar Bob on the stoppage time, Heartbreakers. Kevin. Cherokee. Jose Sa. Fractor. Purple, 75 for Brighton. Ayari. Brighton's Noah. And then Tarkovsky. Collins. Grit on the prism. Crystal Palace. Actually, there's a Rio refractor. Nice. Nevermoa spot. Tell Savannah I said hello. This feels thick. It's definitely thick. It's either got an extra card or it's got a triple platinum. Mine's just an extra card. How? Hey, holy cow! Look at that. Dowman. Greg picking up the Dowman base. Like this is thick. paper, so it doesn't really cure. Yeah, Greg definitely. Just that card right there just paid for a whole bunch of spots. So this is just the technically not refractor. Yes, it is a refractor, but it's just the base. The base is the refractor. I don't even think he's watching, but so this is paper because they weren't able to get all the chrome in, but you can send. He'll be able to send in the chrome and or send in the paper, and they'll trade it 1-for-1 for a chrome card. All right, let's go, Jared Bowman. Jared Bowman's gonna move out. That's a super rare, like crazy hard hit. Yeah, I mean, maybe we got two really, really great cases right next to each other. Rangers, Patterson, Ramosh. Yeah, this has been a case so far. We're not even halfway done. Yeah, Greg. Yeah, you got some hits, that's for sure. Dowman on the Holland to 10, Holland to 150 on the base. Yeah, I think you're doing okay this one so far. We're not even halfway done. Right, wait on the refractor. Yeah, yeah. I'll chat with you about getting good shipping too. Campbell 275 for Chelsea Current. Phillips. Yeah, Greg. So I'm sure you're aware, right? But this is paper, and you just send that in, and they'll exchange it 1-for-1 for Chrome. They just didn't have enough Chrome base to get his done that quickly. So, Pong, Harry Gray on the fracture. Yeah, be safe. Don't text and drive. Hartman on the refractor. All right, that was 5. The stack, so I don't lose all these cards. All right, box 6. Michael Owen. Stoppage time, Harburgers. Anthony. Orange to 25. Good luck, everyone. For Burnley, another filler. It is Spinell 11. That's 1. It's Greg. Ranieri on the prism. Refractor, not prism. Dunk. Ooh, Stunk. Center back, that's his job. There's another Holland base. $20 card. Unless he's like, I know he got hurt a little bit the other game, but he's so far ahead, it would be hard Thiago to catch up, I think. Yeah. Ooh, Aston Villa. I was going to say, we haven't seen Aston Villa at all yet. They'll get something. McNeil on the prism. I'd be okay with it. Gerard, no one. Pink for Wolves. This is filler again. 13, 3 spots. Eduardo. And then Andre Alive and Kicking. That's also technically 8, so that would be Dan. You're curious what insert you might get. He was pretty far back. It's like 21 to 12, I think Simeone had. It was something like that. Thiago is the closest. I mean, I guess if like Holland, but Simeone has been scoring a lot lately, so if Simeone Holland's hurt for a while, maybe he can catch up. Yeah, Salah's. I think his days in the EPL are coming to an end, unfortunately. So yeah, Semenyo would have to do a lot to try to catch up. Isidore. I don't know. I just looked the other day. I want to say in the 3, 4, something like that. 5 for the base. West Ham auto. Who's West Ham? Justin again. Out of 25, Mark Noble and Cole Palmer. Probably Man City or Arsenal. Arsenal's kind of in the driver's seat. I would like to see Arsenal win it, to be honest, as a third party, non-biased. Chelsea have a shot? I don't. I think right now it's a two-team race. I don't know exactly the full state of the table. I'd have to look again, but I don't think. I think it's going to be Man City or Chelsea, or Man City or Arsenal. Harry Gray. Sunderland. 81, 1 spot. It's going to be Greg, the filler. Wayne Rooney on the Galazzo. I mean, Man City or Man United's playing better than they have in a while, but I'm not sure if anybody's ready to really call them contenders yet. I'd like it. They might be onto something now. Not this year, I don't think, but maybe they're on their way to being relevant again. Tag. Motto. And Ivan kicking dibbling. Yeah, I mean, close to relegated. It's like, I don't think they were ever going to be relegated. I think Everton was far closer to being scared. Base are going 1,400. That's crazy. Teal on the Wolves. João Gomez. 45, 5 spot. That's Eduardo. And then Reese on the Streets Won't Forget. That's the base, not auto. That's crazy. I know some of his autos were in the 5,000 range. Base autos, maybe. Huh. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought the bases were like 500. Well, that is a really good return on investment on $200 spot. Shea Lacey, Prism. Which is amazing that his cards are that high. Like, I hope he turns out great, but Enzo on a refractor. All right, well, that's halfway. It's only halfway. Box 6. Yeah, it's a good box. What has happened in the last 5 days that would cause his prices to double? Kid hasn't even played. It's amazing. Can you have the Dowman? I don't think Greg's just going to be giving it away. Yeah. The yellow 275 Beto for Everton. Live and kicking Harry Gray. On the Fool's Gold. Definitely looks like gold. Should be gold, but it's yellow. Yeah, they definitely, whoever holding out the colors. Hey, what do you guys think? Does this look like yellow? Yeah, go with it. Sprilla on the Streets Won't Forget. Rangers. And Sadio Mane, Liverpool. Brighton, Inter on the Prism. Romero on the Prism. Oh, here's a Pearl to 30 for Nottingham Forest. Zach Abbott. Nottingham Forest. That's Nate, 11 at 30. Garrett Bale Palazzo. Kind of a color match to his shorts. There is Wolves. Munson. Stotch, that's his job. Cherokee. Juki and the lime cookie. João Pedro, Refractor. Teal from Bournemouth. Serial spot. It's going to be David Brooks, 116. Sixth spot is Eric. And Diaby on the streets won't forget. Regio, Prism. So yeah, this last case of EPL Chrome. Then I've got, like I said, 2 cases of MLS Chrome coming. Then another Tottenham, Xavi Simons on the Tottenham base auto. Tottenham's getting lots of autos. And then after MLS Chrome, I'm not sure what's next. I've got some very, very limited Prism stuff that or Panini stuff that I'm trying to get. Like 1 box or here and there of some of the stuff. But we'll see what comes next. That's his job. By getting this EPL Chrome out of the way will be next week's target. Yeah, that's the one I think I'm getting just maybe a box. It was pretty hard to find source for it. Yeah, I think he was a good pickup. Hopefully things continue to pull together. There's another Tottenham Bergvall to 75. Glasity. Husa, Rodri, and the prison. Columns. All right, moving on. Box 8. Tyler Adams, Prism. This stack. Give me 2 seconds. All right. Pedro Tarkovsky. Pots on the Prism. There's a Rio to 199. Who had a Rio this? Greg did. Anthony Robinson. Saka. Lennon. Streets won't forget. But I will forget how to say the card. Though. Hutchinson. Casa. And Bruce on the stoppage time. Heartbreakers. Man United. Hannibal. Kirkus on the Prism. Blue. Totri. 150. Liverpool Current. Gerard Giroud. Yellow. Munoz. 275. Fulham. Kevin Phillips. Brennan Johnson on the refractor. Jimenez. That's his job. A minute without something impressive. Katike, yeah. Motion live kicking. Yeah, that's crazy. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. Hobson. Foden. Jordan Henderson. Purple. There's Aston Villa. Morgan Rogers to 75. Oscar Bob on the stoppage time. Yeah, I knew we'd get something for Aston Villa. There's another Rio. Val Gomez. What do you think sleeves? Blue for Arsenal. Declan Rice. Current 146. 150. Krafsky. Sadiki on the Prism. Last pack of box 8. Anna and Frimpong on the refractor. Okay, moving on. Almost there. Box 9. So just a reminder, I know there's some new people. Stacked shipping is a thing. So things by default won't ship until you purchase a stacked shipping request. So I can hold your stacks as long as you'd like. So if you, for say you bought into this one and you want to buy into the next case as well, instead of paying $6 for shipping for both of them, it's another Rio. You would just pay, I could hold your stack, and then whenever you want your cards to be shipped, you just buy a $6 label and I ship your cards. So no matter how big your stack is, no matter how long I have them, it's always just $6. If if you hit something super big and you want insurance or faster delivery, stuff like that, we can definitely work that out. But by default, things it's just $6. I can hold your cards as long as you like. If you want to just save up a huge stack, or I can ship after every break. It's up to you. Here's our locked in case hit. Here's a Van Persie on the stoppage time, Heartbreakers. I don't know who it is. Anthony Gordon. Newcastle. There you go. There's a case hit for Newcastle. Auto followed by a case hit. These are going to take the place of probably. Yeah, that's definitely an option. If you want something faster than just standard ground, we can definitely work something out, especially in big cards or you just want them quickly. Green, Liverpool, Alexis McAllister for Liverpool current. It's Greg. And then Dennis Bergkamp for the Arsenal Legends. That's 6, so that would be Eric. Eric would get all the Dennis Bergkamp Golazos. Yeah, USPS nowadays is not technically the best. They try. They do try. Shane. Ultimindy. Tyler Adams, that's his job. Jesus on Prism. Yeri. Reese James, alive and kicking. Stuck. Brighton. Gruda to 299. And then Ariel alive and kicking. Yaboa. The streets won't forget. Shea Lacey on the refractor. Manchester United. Enzo. Chaka. Prism. We're due for something crazy. It's been a slower half than the first half in terms of hits. Jane Anthony. Green. Ollie Watkins for Aston Villa, 99. And a Kobe Manu on the Galazzo. Picking up now for Aston Villa. Declan Rice, Prism. Indy, Carey. There's an auto. Arsenal. Is it going to be Legends or is it going to be current? Subamindi. 50. Oh, look at that. Current. Greg again. That's the actual gold. The difference between that and yellow is just not. Like, there's no way you could tell that difference if you were. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I think. Go here. Rotate a little bit. Left ski. Manual. Bournemouth kit. Teal. Fulham. Harry Wilson. 196 to 199. And Fulham. Greg at Fulham. Last pack of box 9. 3 to go on the home stretch. Another Holland base. A $20 card base. And Barry on the retractor. All right. Box 10. Yeah, that's no joke. You get just a couple Holland bases, you're gonna be set. Skulls. Seshko. Manchester United. Yeah, I mean that's not been. I will say, I mean, we've hit a decent amount of bases. I think typically 3 has been pretty average from what I've seen. 99 of Anna for Nottingham. Nottingham Forest. Nate had Nottingham. And then Canoe. I think about 3 bases, it seems to be pretty typical. And then if you hit, obviously, like a numbered, that's extra bonus. But if you think about it, you're almost guaranteed getting $60 back on the spot. Again, I guess that is assuming he wins the Golden Boot. I can't say that for sure. Lena, that's his job. Henderson, Prism. Gomez. Cicero on that's his job. Teal. McCoy. Crystal Palace. 105, 199. Greg. And then Archie Gray, that's his alive and kicking. So my hope is for next week, to get this third case filled. And then depending on when Chrome, the MLS Chrome checklist drops, I might just go ahead and post one of those MLS Chrome breaks as well. Try to get them both for next Sunday. That might be a stretch. We're still, I think, a one case a night or one case a week kind of place right now. Love to get to a point where we're doing more than one case a week, but I'll at least list it, and then it might be a target for the week after. But Everton dibbling again, second autograph, same exact autograph. One to keep, one to sell. Another one for Nate. Aguero. But in all your card circles, if you're looking for, so you find someone who's looking for some decently priced breaks, and I always appreciate the referrals. I think we're, I'm biased, but I think we're building something. I think we're building something good here. Christian Romero to 92 on the logo. Another for Tottenham. Clivert on Glasgow. Yeah, it's a nice touch, the 92s. Thankful that you see several of them per case. Nato leads on the Prism. Tanaka on the refractor. Mo Salah on live and kicking. I'd love to see one of his on-card autographs too. Mo Salah's. They look really nice. Tielemans, refractor. I need something low numbered, black or red or something. Burnley, Fennell again, 145, 5 spot. That's Eduardo. Bobby Zamora, Streets won't forget. Alistair, Dan Byrne, Newcastle Prison. And Lopez on the refractor. In out box 10. Box 11. 2 more to go. Dark out on the stoppage time. Oh, once they're all one direction. Slayer. There's an actual gold Saka. Arsenal current. Greg. And Yaboa. That would be kind of funny. It's not his job. People that featured in roles they shouldn't have been. When was it Rio Ferdinand played goalie one game or for a couple minutes? They had a picture of that. That'd be pretty cool. Van Dyke. So the MLS Chrome, Bob Marley has a card in there. I don't know if anyone has seen that. Oh, that would be, yeah. There you go. Put the wrong position. I just can't wait until they finally get a Ted Lasso card in here. People would be chasing that Ted Lasso auto. Me, really? They did a whole. They should do a whole insert set that is just Ted Lasso. Wolves 247 Toulouse. That is 7. That's Eric. Alive and kicking him out. Case or box of the case? This is box 11 of the case. This is the second case that we've ripped. 2 of 3. Did they really add him in FIFA? That's pretty cool. I haven't played FIFA in so many years. Box. This is 11. 11 of 12. One more after this one. Rangers. Yeah, it was not good for me to keep playing. So, orange looks like. Maybe it's our auto. That'd be nice. Chelsea. Not. Oh, it is our auto. Who is it? 25. Frank Lampard. Chelsea Legends. Chris Westgate. Oh, nice looking card. We just keep pulling Frank Lampard. Yeah, Frank Lampard. Pulled his out of 10 in Merlin. We pulled his marks of excellence in flagship. 25. Nice. Yeah, maybe you switch up your well, don't now, because if you did now, you definitely wouldn't. Yeah, we keep hitting the Lampards. Let's go. Foes, get this one out. Yeah, the Merlin, the black tints in was so nice. I think it looked, personally, just eye appeal, probably better than the Mark of Excellence that we hit in flagship. Loba refractor. Purple, Sunderland 75. Sunderland, that is 59. 9 spots, Eduardo. Eric Cantona on the Galazzo. I'm sure I've missed one or two. I always find them when I sort through, but I've not seen. It's not been hardly any Estival in here at all. I know, I'm sure I missed a base or two, but Obi, Future Stars. I have been looking. Oh, you pulled a filler, didn't you? Hey, speak of him right there. There's SRO. Yeah, those fillers in flagship, they fool you. Oh, the Champions League medal. Yeah, that's the only. Those are the kind of blaster case hits, or not case hits. There's a couple of them per case, but they also in those. They have the fillers that are the exact same size. My daughter wanted to open a box, and they had one of those. She did the same thing. She's like, "Oh, it's a thick patch card, Dad," and turned out to just be a white piece of cardboard. Odegaard, Arsenal current, 250. She was a little disappointed. Yeah, that Chelsea spot, that Lampard definitely helped, but those Aston Villa picked up pretty good too. And the Newcastle locked in Anthony Gordon. That's a case hit. Aringa. I would imagine to get a patch auto or a patch in the blasters is super, super hard. Essay on the last pack. All right, last box, box 12. On the home stretch. That's not bad. Finding an auto in any blaster nowadays is case in itself. Last box, case number 2. Owen. Ooh, some stacks. Yeah, auctions are hard. There's some strategy to timing and stuff like that, but it's not a super sought after card. But like you said, if you're just looking to grow the store, trying to get a bunch of sales quickly, that's not a bad idea. Get some reviews and get some positive feedback. Chris Wood, Nottingham Forest, 675. That was Nate again. Those little value spots have done pretty well for you, Nate. Paris on the Galazo. Ollie Watkins. Lewis Dunk, center back. That's his job. We might be right on perfect time. Slow down a little bit on this box, and we can rate into corner card collectors show here in 9 minutes. Larson, striker. That's his job. Dibbling. See a lot of dibbling. Teal for Newcastle. Biermis. To 43 of 199. Newcastle. Yeah, Grealish is probably best case scenario. Pickford autographs are pretty cool, but maybe you sell all those Everton cards you don't want and get a Grealish auto. Last box, Greg. Last box. Coming down to the home stretch. Only a handful of packs left. Andy Johnson. Oh, they do have that. Rooney. Yeah. Good call. Flip the tip. Yeah, this has been a pretty good case overall. I mean, can't really complain with Dowman. We've had we did get the Holden Rainy Night Sunderland multi-case hit Frank Lampard out of 25. Yeah, I'll go through. Yeah, here's our black. Looks like Newcastle. Is it auto? Looks like it might be the auto. Palmer. Two of 10. Spirilla for Newcastle. 2 of 10. There you go. Chris having a good break. Man. All right. Holland's got to go. Nice looking card. Nice color match with the. Yeah, there's Esteban. Like I said, I'm sure I've missed some. I'll find them and I sort, but. Purple. Another Bournemouth filler. Tuffet. 56. 6 is Eric. And Wayne Rooney Galazzo. Yeah, we were trying to remember. I couldn't remember the. So you got the out of 10, but also, I mean, for the buyback program out of 150, that's decent too. I can't remember exactly what it was. What it is for the less than or greater than 100 number. Yeah, there's another SRO on the refractor. Prism refractor. Yeah, he's gonna have to come through a little bit more than that, but at least there's something there. Who even had Esther on this one? Oh, it's Greg too. Okay. Well, at least he hasn't been shut out. That's good. Yeah. Card Dealer Pro is for modern cards is rough. I used it a lot when I got 4,500 listings on my eBay store for a while, and I was using it a ton. The scanning feature is nice. When it gets the card right, it's nice and saves you a lot of time, but most of it's you're having to go in and manually change it. But Alexis McAllister, Liverpool, 219, 250. Hopefully they continue improving their AI and they can start identifying some of the cards a little bit more accurately. It works great for like older base sets, like if you have like junk wax 80s 90s baseball, basketball, stuff like that. Probably is what it's ideal for. Modern stuff with just so many different parallels, it's hard. Yeah. All right, last pack. Shea Lacey, Dan Nadoy. All right, so I'm gonna run through these real fast. We got a couple minutes here. Give a quick recap. Yeah, pretty underwhelming. Last pack. All right, so here's ones I still need to top load. I'll top load these here in a little bit, but just run through them real fast. Yeah, you did well. Congrats, man. Watkins. Couple Rios. Holland to 150. That's a nice one. Dibblings. So many dibblings. Rio. Now they're getting stuck. Or Holland. I think that was yours too, Greg. The 25 there. Rio. Rio. All right, so there's the non-stand hits. And then, yeah, in terms of our big hits, obviously Dowman taking the top place, I think. Holland to 10. Lampard to 25. Case 3 will be next Sunday at 6 p.m. Same time, same place. Same time, same place. Sundays are our typical stream night. Skrilla, right now I'm just kind of a one a week. Zubimendi, Jared Bowen, locked in case hit. Anthony Gordon, Les Ferdinand, Morgan Rogers, Javi, and Mark Noble. There you have it. So case number 2 in the books. One more case to go. Like I said, a lot of those prices on there have been slashed. Margins are low there, so take advantage of it. Get in if you haven't. tell your friends, and yeah, we're due for something. We're due for something, Mitch. We'll get something. But thanks, guys. Appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and raid into Corner Card Collector stream. So, like I said, check it out if you're into any other cards besides soccer. He's even got some soccer in there too, but it's for a good cause too. 10% goes to charity. So we're gonna head over there, and I'll catch you all next week. Appreciate you all.